my name is Amanda and welcome back. Today we're gonna do something very different. So today I'm gonna show you how to cook 3 different types of dumpling. So the first one would be the deep fried dumpling, the pan fried dumpling, and lastly the boiled one. So firstly, I'm gonna show you how to make the deep fried prawn dumpling. Honestly, I'm gonna start with this one first because I've never fried a dumpling before and I would think that it will be the hardest one. So let's start, shall we? So I have actually defrosted the dumpling because if you actually fry the dumpling when it's still frozen, there's actually still a lot of water inside it. So when you put inside the hot oil, it will actually splatter. So I'm gonna first turn the heat to medium heat to heat up the oil. So now we wait till it's hot. Actually, the skin feels like wonton skin. I think they use a different type of wonton skin. Actually, I'm not so sure because the skin isn't thin, so it's suitable for frying. But if you want to boil it too, I'm sure that's fine. But those dumplings that's like specifically for boiling, it should not be used for deep frying as the result will come out very different. So I think the oil is hot. So I'm gonna put it in. I think I need a shoe. Oh, okay. Oh, it's hot. It's sizzling, you see. You can tell the oil is hot when you can see the dumplings is sizzling while you put it in. Then I'm gonna use this to mix it around to make sure that it doesn't stick onto the ends of the pot. So actually it's sizzling quite a lot now. Please be careful when you're doing this. You do not want to get burned by the oil. So actually, yeah, see guys, be careful. Actually I want to see that in slow motion. So I'm actually waiting for it to turn golden brown before I'll turn the heat up, all the way up for a few seconds before taking it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna take it out from the hot oil. Wow, look at this. The color looks quite amazing actually. It's quite orangey brown, golden brown, that's the word. Okay, so now I have a plate with me and on top of it is a paper towel. I'm gonna put the prawn dumpling onto the paper towel so the paper towel is able to soak up all the oil on the skin of the prawn dumpling. The first dumpling is done. On to the next! So next, we're going to be cooking the pork and chives gyoza. So when you buy this product that consists of 24 pieces, you receive this huge package. So these are what you can do is you don't have to cook all of them at once. You can just cook 6 of them or like 8 of them at once and you can just put the rest into the freezer. So I'm going to cut it open now and I'm just going to cook 6. So I've opened the packet and I've placed 6 dumplings onto the pan. So before I start cooking, let me show you how I do it. This is a special recipe of mine. So what I do is I have 100 ml of water here and I'm gonna take 1 teaspoon of all-purpose flour. Remember not to put less than 1 teaspoon because there is one time when I put 1 less teaspoon, the dried fried flour actually don't stick together. It doesn't come off like you want it to. Okay. So this is 1 teaspoon. And then mix it up. Make sure it's well mixed and no clumps inside the mixture. And next, we add 1 tablespoon of oil. I use just normal vegetable oil. Any one that you use in the kitchen is fine. So this would prevent the gyoza from sticking to each other. Whee! Okay. So firstly, I will turn on the heat to a medium heat. Then I'll add the mixture into the middle. Make sure you don't pour all over the gyoza. Just pour in the middle onto the pan and then close it up and wait for approximately 8 minutes. Now, we just wait. That's all you have to do. Easy and pretty and delicious. Okay, so this is about done. I've off the fire and let me show you how it looks like. Ooh, beautiful! How do I take this out? You might wonder. So what I'll do is I'll put my plate onto the pan like this. Wait. And then I'll flip this in 3, 2, 1. Wow! Ta-da! Beautiful! I call this my flour crisp gyoza. So what are we waiting for? Now let's move on to the next dish, our boiling dumpling. Okay, so this is the packaging for the pork and cabbage dumplings. This packet actually consists of 48 pieces, so it's really worth. So I'll put the heat to a medium heat, and then remember, do not close the pot as the dumplings will break easily if you close the pot. We'll be back in 8 minutes, and I think it will be fast as time flies pretty quick. Okay, so 8 minutes is up. I'm gonna off the fire and I'm gonna take out the dumplings. Let me show you how it looks like. It looks like an inflated dumpling. So this is how it actually looks like. Okay, put on the plate. And last two. And we're done. All 3 dumplings done. So what we'll do now is, the best part of this video is to eat and taste and tell you guys how it tastes like. Yay! So I'm back. I had a really fun time preparing all this food. So first I'm gonna try the gyoza because it's so pretty. So I have to break into this barrier of crisp. So I'm just gonna... Can you hear the crisp? It's like cutting through a pizza. So what I actually like to dip my gyoza into would be the vinegar with ginger. Before I try it, let me show you how the gyoza looks. You can see it's glistening. Look at the texture, like the crispiness. You can see how crispy it looks actually. Okay, so I'm just gonna dip into the vinegar. Oh shh! I dropped it into the... I saw the juice just drip onto my plate. So actually the moment when I bite into the gyoza, I could tell it's actually very juicy on the inside. It's not like dry or anything. It's very juicy, very succulent. So actually I can taste all the ingredients inside and it's very nice. So I'm just gonna dip more and I'm gonna pair it up with the ginger to balance it out. To me, ginger actually cleanses my palate. So that's why I actually like. If the taste is a bit too overwhelming after you eat a few pieces, I will usually eat it with ginger to actually cleanse my palate. Okay, so next we're gonna move on to the pork and cabbage dumpling. Okay, I'm gonna dip into my vinegar. It's because this is what I always do since young. Actually, when I bite into it, right, I can immediately taste like the juiciness of the pork. The skin also is not too thick and not too thin. It's really just nice. If it's too thick, it's very hard to chew. If it's too thin, it will break right after you bite into it. Me and my friends actually had this dish last time when we were having some red wines at home. And this was a perfect snack that we had to go with it. And it's very easy to prepare as well. So let me have this one last bite. Lastly, we have the dish that actually took a lot of effort from me because I never really deep fried stuff before. So I'm very excited to try how this actually turns out. So I'm gonna dip this in this mayonnaise. Cube pie mayonnaise. Oh my god, so good. And the prawn inside is so juicy as well. I'm quite surprised because usually a lot of frozen products are actually the meat are dry, but this prawn is actually tastes very fresh and very juicy. I could actually cook this and eat it together with my, let's say, wonton mee. I think it would be a great match. Or instant noodle also. Any instant noodle, I think it will go very well together. Let me let you hear the crunch one more time. In heaven, So guys, we have come to an end of this video. I hope you like our simple tutorial on how to prepare these 3 different dumplings. I personally like this deep fried prawn dumpling because it's so clean, so fresh, and so crispy, and I just can't get enough of it. And do give us a comment below on what would you like to see more in the next video, and do take note that we're gonna have a special promotion for these 3 dishes. So do check out our website below here and we'll find out what is the special promotion. Bye! See you!